Assalamu alaikum. I'm Malik Haj, the ancient warrior of the Midwest and a messenger of the covenant, representing the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals, the self-taught one, Master Suleiman, who has given us the angel of the gospel revelations with the angel key that gives us the understanding of the unsealed scriptures. This is Up Late Update with Malik Haj on this Sunday, the 4th of September, 2022. This is where we take current events and give the understanding of them through the angel perspective. We take each topic and share with you where we are in time, in real time, from the angel perspective, the unsealed scriptures, and give you the understanding of what's taking place right now. So let us begin. All right. Two killed in mill fire as firefighters battle punishing weather in Northern California. Blaze. Two people have died in the mill fire. Siskiyou County Sheriff Jeremiah LaRue said Sunday, "We have lost two people to the fire." LaRue announced solemnly at a community meeting in Montague. Their deaths mean 6 people have been killed in the wildfires this summer in California, all of them in Siskiyou County. 4 dead in July McKinney fire. The sheriffs offered no details about the victims, but residents of the Lincoln Heights neighborhood in Weed, where the fire did most of its initial damage Friday afternoon, have said they believe at least one person there perished in the fire. The mill and mountain fire continues to punish the county Sunday. The two fires have burned nearly 20 square miles, destroyed as many as 100 homes, and still threatening hundreds more. As California's mammoth heat wave continued to turn much of far northern California into kindling. The mill fire, which began in the Siskiyou County city of Weed on Friday, had burned 4,254 acres and was 25% contained as of early Sunday, California Fire reported. The blaze has injured at least 3 civilians, burned 50 structures and was threatening (411) others. Cal Fire says at least 1,000 people have been told to evacuate, and the nonprofit rescue ranch dog facility in Yorker said it had taken in 90 dogs, 70 of them on Friday, in less than 6 hours. On Sunday, firefighters turned their focus to the mountain fire, which began Friday about noon, 10 miles northwest of the Mill Fire and just outside of the community of Gaza. Firefighters were working Sunday to secure lines around the fire north and west flanks. Cal Fire Captain Matt Ryan said at an operational briefing the fire was at 8,460 acres and 10% containment. Sunday afternoon, there was 690 structures threatened, and 332 people evacuated. So that fire that we speak, that fire, the Siskiyou fire, it started in Siskiyou, ripped through a prominent black neighborhood, burnt it down. Burned it down. Moved through relatively fast. 2 people were killed in this fire. They said due to the heat, the fires has burnt 20 square miles of that's a lot of burning. 20 square miles, and it is roughly 10%. One part of the fire was, I think they said it was 25% contained, and the other fire is 2 different counties, and the other fire was 2 different fire areas. The other one was 10% contained. That's as of Sunday. However, the extreme heat, and they called it a I just wanted that name. It was a significant name. Mali. The heat was certain kind of heat. It means it was the heat is hot all through California, and it's a serious heat wave that they're experiencing inside of this fire. And Lincoln Heights is the neighborhood in Weed where the fire did most of its initial damage. That's where it started, in Lincoln Heights. It burned down it burnt completely. It said basically it burnt the whole Lincoln Heights. But this fire's taken out 1,000 and just basically 20 square miles, but it says 4,254 square miles had burned. And this is in one spot of it, and it was 25% contained, and then the other was one other one was that the fire was at 8,460 acres and 10% containment on Sunday. So a lot of acres, the fire is raging. It's 10% contained, 25% contained in two different areas. So this fire is burning a lot. It's burning a lot of acres, and it's threatening a lot more, and it's threatening a lot more structures. It has burned over 100 structures, and it's threatening a lot more structures. So they're battling the blaze. In this initial, they said they're expecting one person to be dead in Lincoln Heights, and they just lost two. Two died in the fire. So as we see, these fires these are new fires, but they're in the same area where previous fire. Well, no, not this, because they said this fire had a lot of brush and foliage or trees, because this fire had not been burnt in a while, so it was flush, or had the wherewithal, the trees and brush and everything that it needed to burn was all there. So that's why it's hard to contain, because it hasn't been burnt. I did remember that. Yes. So let us go to our next topic. Our next topic is flash floods emergency in northwestern Georgia, at least one in 200-year event. Portions of Chattooga and Floyd counties have received 10 to 13 inches of rainfall, with more rain coming. These amounts have resulted in catastrophic flash flooding, and a flash flood emergency continues in the area. The National Weather Service office in Atlanta said Sunday rainfall of as much as 2 inches an hour are possible into Sunday evening, the Weather Service said, and more is expected into Tuesday. Due to the locality due to the locally extreme rainfall and additional rain forecast. The Weather Prediction Center upgraded to a level 3 out of 4 moderate risk for excessive rainfall Sunday afternoon through early Monday morning. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp issued a state of emergency order Sunday afternoon for severe flooding in Catooga and Floyd counties are an estimated to cause rivers to rapidly rise. According to the order, primarily as assessments from county emergency management agencies and the Georgia Energy Management and Homeland Security Agency indicated a need for assistance in the impacted counties. So we go from fire on the West Coast to major floods in the South, 10 to 13 inches of rain. They're receiving about 2 inches every hour. A lot of rain is falling, and the governor Brian Kemp has called a state of emergency and said that they need help. They need assistance for areas that have been flooded. So these flash floods and they are happening quickly due to areas being dry or drought stricken throughout parts of all through parts of America, and they're expecting these storms to go into Monday and Tuesday with expecting a lot more rain. So we'll keep an eye on this. This is what's taking place in Georgia. Just like I said, wildfires taking things out in the northern part of California and in Georgia, even parts of Atlanta. It said the Atlanta it did speak on Atlanta. Okay. Well, that it's extreme rainfall, and they're bracing themselves for it, and they're expecting it till Tuesday. So with all the things that was going on in Atlanta this weekend, parades and different things, that this rain needed to put some rain clean their minds out, clean that filth out of their brains. That filth out. So let's go on to our next topic. All right. Okay. EU EU economy's chief said bloc is not afraid of Putin, ready to react over halted Russian gas supplies. The European Union is ready to react to Russia's latest decision to halt gas supplies to the bloc. A top EU official has told CNBC Russia's state-owned energy giant Gazprom announced on Friday that it would halt gas supplies to Europe via the Nord Stream pipeline. It cited that the need for additional repairs. The move came after supplies had already been halted last week for planned maintenance outage that was expected to last until September the 3rd. We expect that Russia is respecting the contract that they have, but even if the weaponization of energy will continue on, will increase in response to our decisions. Let me say that again. Weaponizing of energy will continue on while will continue in response to our decisions. I think that the European is ready to react, said Paolo Gentiloni, the EU's economic commissioner. Of course, we have to save energy. We have to share energy. We have a high level of storage, and we are not afraid of Putin's decision. Gentiloni told CNBC. Steve Surgewick out the the Ambrosity Forum in Italy. We asked Putin to respect their contracts, but if they don't respect their contract, then we are ready to react. He said, without detailing exactly what actions there could entail. Gas transportation to the Nord Stream gas pipeline has been completely stopped until the issues on the operation of the equipment are eliminated. The energy company said. So it's been coming. And the thing on with this is Russia hit the switch on them. There's no more natural gas, no more gas coming through the pipeline. The Nord Stream pipeline has been closed off. That 20% then turned into zero. And listening, Giuliani, he's a tough guy. Giuliani shared that the EU's ready to react. And he said, well, they're not. We've got stored, we stored a lot. We got a lot of stored gas, a lot of stored energy. So if you got a lot of stored energy, what you getting upset for? They're complaining if they're going to weaponize energy because of our decisions. Do you hear that? Because of what they done, they caused the reaction. They're getting the reaction. They have to suffer from the reaction. And it's causing, they're getting upset, telling them they want to react. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, you want to put billions of dollars into a war against somebody that gives you oil or gives you gas. You want to attack them. You want to send weapons, and you assisting a war against the people that where you get your oil from, your gas. So you biting the hand that feeds you, where you get grain from and things that you need for your people. And then when they decide to cut you off of their supplies, so y'all gonna, listen to this foolishness. Y'all gonna hold y'all contracts? How? How they go? They're gonna hold their contracts with y'all not holding y'all contract. Y'all not even paying. Y'all don't even want to pay for what you getting. So if you don't want to pay American, y'all sanctioning. Y'all want to sanction. So You want your cake, you want to sanction, you want to do what you want to do, and they supposed to do exactly what you want them to do, so you can destroy their economy, and you want to sit over there and think that, yeah, we're gonna do what we want to do, and you just said for decisions that they made, for we're not going to. He said we're not scared. We're not scared. Right. We're not scared. And let me see. Right. We're not scared. Energy in the if they have, even if the weaponization of energy will continue on, will increase in response to our decisions. I think that the Europeans is ready to react. So you're going to have to react. You're going to have to do something. But you over there, we not, this is what his mouth saying. Listen to him. We stocked up. But if they ain't going to keep their contracts, y'all sanctioning them. Y'all causing the friction. The EU, America, y'all putting billions of dollars over there for weapons, billions of dollars into Ukraine to go to war with Russia. And you expect somebody to come brush your hair or something? Make sure your bath water's hot. Make sure you nice and cozy. While they over here bombs busting and they're over there fighting. And you assisting in the fight. You biting the hand that feeds you. It's just that simple. And it's directly putting everybody in the position right where they're supposed to be from through the eyes of the NGO. That's exactly where they're going to be. The EU is going to be in this winter. They're going to be without natural gas. They're going to be cold. This is what's going to cause them to do what they're going to do, which all those things is going to backfire on America. All this is America pushing this agenda. EU, you got Germany, because you got to think, Germany had shut down its nuclear power reactors. Why they do that? They shut down their nuclear power reactors. Now they're importing energy instead of supplying their own. America has also done the same thing. They're importing energy. They're shut. As soon as Biden came in office, he shut down a pipeline, stopped the drilling. So I don't know what we're ready to react. That's almost like a threat. Basically they're saying we're gonna have to do something. We can't sit around here and wait till it get cold. However, he's saying what we got at the same time. we got to react, but we got a lot of supply. You know, he talking bad and ain't saying nothing. No, he needs some oil because they gonna have to react because they gonna be cold if they don't do nothing. They gonna you gonna react one way or another. You gonna have to do something. Shiver, a reaction to the cold, or you gonna have to um, get with the program. You gonna have to follow in suit with which we already know what it is through the angel. What's going to take place? The backfire on America. What you think they're going to do when the people start uprising against them because they freezing, hungry, all because of something America got going on. So it's going to backfire on America, and um, while Russia's up there with plenty of plenty of energy, so they definitely won't be. They got plenty of energy, plenty of grains. They won't be hungry, and they won't be cold come this winter. So they gonna you gonna have to react because it's not just gonna be cold. They had water shortages. They've been in drought all year. They've been burning up. They got water shortages, energy shortages. They got their hands full. And talking about they got to react. Yes, they got to react, and they should have been reacting because they gonna need to do something quick. Now let's head to our next topic. Let me check our time. Look at that. Ooh. Time is flying. Palestinians fire on bus with Israeli troops. False Israel with Israeli troops in West Bank. 6 hurt. Jordanian Valley, West Bank. Palestinians on an Israeli bus on a desert highway in the occupied West Bank on Sunday. Israeli military authorities and medics said, wounding 5 soldiers and the driver in an attack that suggested violence may be spiraling anew. The incident, in which authorities said 2 suspects gunmen were detained as they tried to escape to a place within driving distance of Junin and Nabusu. I think. Oh, Nabli. No, yeah, Nabusu. Nabisi. Palestinian cities that have seen months of intense and often lethal false Israeli security sweeps. Witnesses said Palestinians in a car overtook the bus, spraying it with bullets. And when it came to a halt, when it came to a halt, try to torch it. They try to torch it. Israeli TV aimed footage of a car ablaze. Then it said a firebomb went off inside. There was no immediate Palestinian claim of responsibility, but spokesman for Islamist Hamas praised the attack as proof that all attempts by the occupation is false Israel to stop the escalation resistance operations in the West Bank have failed. False Israel has stepped up raids in the West Bank over recent months over several deadly attacks by Palestinians in cities between March and May. The violence has added to obstacles in the drive for Palestinians' independence. U.S. sponsored statehood talks with Israeli stalled in 2014. Economic prospects are dim, and the Western-backed Palestinian Authority (PA), which exercises limited self-rule in the West Bank, has been domestic credibility sapped. Okay. Ram bin Barak, head of the Israeli Parliament, Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee, said he hoped for a peace accord with the PA, but described this prospect as unfeasible as of now. The situation is very sensitive and explosive on one hand, while on the other we are seeing growing numbers of Palestinians who understand that the way forward is not one of violence. Ben Barak told Israeli Army radio. Okay. As Israel ramped up its false Israel ramped up its attacks on the West Bank and all through parts of these Operation Stronghold and Break Back and all these little operations they having going through Palestinian areas, trying to rid them up, taking in anybody that looks like they can be basically anybody that resists or look like they can be in resistance. So they're picking up a lot of the male Palestinians. There's one reason that earlier in the last month that the the escalations broke out, and false Israels pushed that whole agenda. They pushed the whole thing. They shot first. They they were going through door to door. They picked up, they were snatching people up, and that's that's what they're on now. They're bombing, airstriking in Syria, um, consistently striking in Syria, and they're consistently doing these raids in the Palestinian cities, and it's enough. They don't want to give. They took over the people's country. They strong arming them, and they don't want to give them they don't want them to have no parts of a two-state government, nothing. They just want them to be submissive, subservient to them. Period, point blank. Or we can't do it right now because it's a you ain't did enough. False Israel doesn't tend to do anything for the Palestinians. Every time they speak on the Palestinians, they shut down non-for-profit organizations, community things for their communities, things coming in from different countries, monies for different ideas. They shut them down, call them terrorists, everything Palestinian. When you mention Palestinian, false Israel say terrorists behind it, terrorists in front of it. Everybody's a terrorist when it's not them, but they terrorizing the whole West Bank. They terrorizing the whole area. They're airstriking countries at will. They want to take Damascus. They're bombing Damascus. They're saying that what's the well, it slipped my mind. Golden Heights said Trump gave them the Golden Heights. How the hell you gonna give somebody, another country or state, another people? You already didn't set them over there. America set them over there and trying to and as they stole our identity, been set over in the Middle East, claiming that they're the true seed of Abraham, and can't make the claim, can't make nothing fit from those scriptures that can identify with nothing they speaking on. They ain't been 400 years in nothing. They ain't been taken from no land. They ain't been took out of their land. They ain't been dehumanized. None of the things that they're claiming. What they did receive came to them from them doing something against the people. So it didn't happen for nothing. The Holocaust that happened to the false Jews, that didn't happen for nothing. It was a reason behind it, and they know the reason behind it. So in 4 years of a lifetime, when 400 years, put that on something. Try to add that up. Lifetimes, millions and millions of people died. So we can brush that over. However, they're pushing up, and as you see, the Palestinians, they still fight back. They wanted to burn it up. Shot it up, hit 5 people, and they wanted to burn it up. They try to burn it up. And check out our time. Oh boy, we're pushing at our time limit right now. So we're in the time of this abomination of desolation, this JCPOA. Um, I still was looking for what I shared. I didn't get. I couldn't. Well, I'll make a special report about it as soon as I receive the information. Uh, I did share that I'm gonna start doing special reports. Things are intensifying, and I want to keep you right on it. You know, as things, as soon as things occur, soon as it pop off on it, get it right out to you. You know, as fast as the information tallies from one zone to the next, soon when it hits and they're reporting, I want to get that special report out to you because this is what time we are. I'm gonna keep you informed of where we at right now, what's taking place around the world, and how it's going to affect you, and how you are affecting everything that is happening in the world, being the original man of the planet, Abraham's seed, the chosen people of Allah's that has been in this land for 400 years being afflicted and enslaved, made to serve them. Now they're being judged for what they've done to you. And this world is being taken out. Their time is up. Our time is up. Here, their time is up in charge, and they're being taken out. And with that, the abomination of desolation, the shock of the hour, Michael and his angels, this is due to the JCPOA. Things that I did have a report on the JCPOA. I sure did. Anyway, this JCPOA is they're not going to give Iran any they're not going to give them the necessary thing that they need. They're not going to give them no guarantee and nothing. They're not going to write in nothing that's going to guarantee Iran no insurance whatsoever. And Iran knows in the case of a new president, a new administration coming in, that they can throw that immediately remove that deal or in and put restrictions immediately back on Iran. So it wouldn't make sense to sign something that you can't get any guarantee on. So the interest shares that it's going to stall, it's going to fail anyway, and they're sharing that it's two ideas that they're not agreeing on or agreeing with anyway. The IEA consistently trying to investigate them. Iran wants that dropped, and they also wants a guarantee. These two ideas is too hard to overcome. America, the EU, and plus false Israel is pushing and trying to structure a more solid deal for the West. So, and false Israel is against a deal altogether. So we'll see. We know from the unsealed scriptures what's going to take place. Michael and his angels, Michael being Master Fard Muhammad, his angels being Iran and Syria. They're going to go to war. They're 12 female. They're going to go to war with the dragon and his angels. The dragon is the house of Saud, the Ishmaelites, Saudi Arabia, and they're going to be removed. America and Britain is going to be removed and kicked out of the Middle East by Michael and his angels, and then false Israel is going to be sieged and then destroyed by Michael and his angels, Iran and Syria. So with seeing that, it's going to cause a direct shock to their minds, because they're expecting, they're going to be partying and happy to see this war, because the the um Bible, they're going to, I know it, I'm just trying to think of this certain word. They're going to have everybody's mind thinking that the rapture's on its way, and you know, the false Jews, and this is going to happen. This line deceit that they've been pushing, and when that happens, when they're taken down and destroyed, that's gonna, it's gonna, their mind's gonna go from partying to extreme fear. That's gonna blow their mind. Is gonna pop their little brains and cause them to have heart attacks and strokes, aneurysms, from being in fear and dismay and scared from what they just witnessed. They would, when they see America kicked out, Britain kicked out, Saudi Arabia taken out, false Israel seized and then destroyed, it's going to be a shock to the world. And they're going to see who the true seed of Abraham is. All the world will know, for without a shadow of a doubt, who the true seed of Abraham is. And that's where we're at. We're waiting on, we're at this point in time. This is where we at right now. So this is the event to have your mind ready for, to visualize and see. This event is the next event before the war of Armageddon that is brewing in our midst right now. It's brewing. It's just like what's taking place in EU, in Europe, Germany, all these places. What's happening there with the energy, all these things is part of the angel we have been sharing for the last 2 years for myself, last 30 years for Master Suleiman, that everything that they're sharing is happening. We've been sharing that was going to happen before the war even started. Yeah, we gave you the narration to what EU, Germany, what's going to take place that's going to cause this backfire on America. So with that, I'm gonna bring this to a close. I'm trying to make sure we get everything on time, moving fast enough so I can end this at probably the time that I've set out to end. And let me see where we at. Okay. And try to keep it at that. However, I will send out some alerts, and I'll let you know when you see it. However, I will be doing, so look forward out to it. Still haven't get much feedback, but those watching, give a little feedback, and will be sending out alerts on on the spot special topics or events that I know I will see that should be shared with the people, with our people, expeditiously, and I will be doing that as on alerts, and then also covering it again as well in our 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, and 9 o'clock Pacific at our regular time. And we'll see you tomorrow at those times. And I'll greet you as I came in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum.